In your wanderings, you stumble upon a ruined temple buried deep within the heart of the forest. Wary, you continue on through thick overgrowth until you see a clearing that was once an ancient cathedral built by people, now rebuilt by nature itself. In the center is a preserved altar, stacked with various dice of all shapes and colors. As you contemplate what this means, a cloaked figure approaches from the shadows.
Welcome, brave adventurer. Have you come to roll the dice? Explore strange new worlds with new strange rules? If you seek adventure worthy of being shared with good friends, you have come to the right place. Just roll for initiative.
Welcome to the Nat One Nerds podcast. Welcome to the table, everyone. This is Nat One Nerds, and today we have a special episode for y'all. Today we are going to be playing Dungeons & Dragons Trivial Pursuit. Because if I don't play this on the podcast, then I may never play this game ever, as awesome of a Christmas gift as it was last year. Today I actually have two guests with me. Unfortunately, my co-host Brandon, as a side note, is unable to join us due to unforeseen instances. But as I said, we got two awesome guests with us to play Trivial Pursuit, and I'm lucky that I was able to find somebody to play D&D Trivial Pursuit, because sometimes it's hard enough finding people just to play Dungeons & Dragons or any TTRPG that often. So, Derrick, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and anything you want to share?
Yeah, first of all, thanks so much for having me on Nat One Nerds. I'm excited to be here. I really like the show concept, learning different systems. That's something that I aspire to do. I've got a bookshelf full of books that I need to read and need to play. So it's always good to listen to other people kind of review the games that I've got and give me an idea about what to expect and, give me an example of the play. So, yeah, appreciate it. I love Nat One Nerds. So I'm Derrick. I'm the host of How Not to DM. It's a podcast. You can find it wherever podcasts are found or on YouTube if that's more your speed. And I've been running the show for a little over 2 years now, and there's 3 seasons there for you to go listen to. The good news is my show doesn't have any continuity, so if you want to go and find a specific episode with a guest you are interested in or a topic you're interested in, you can go and listen to those individually if you want. So kind of start wherever if you want. Also, if you're here because I shared this episode or shared a little bit about it, then you should check out the rest of Nat One Nerds episodes. There's not a ton right now, but they've gone through a few different systems. They've gone through 5e and Fate Accelerated and Call of Cthulhu, and maybe they've started something else at this point. So yeah, definitely take some time to check that out and learn about some of these awesome systems that Parker and Brandon are going through.
We really appreciate the endorsement there, Derrick. We definitely try between the job, schooling, kids, and everything in between, and we're learning the ropes a little bit. We're still a younger podcast, but we really enjoy it. We love meeting different people in the TTRPG community, not just D&D, but just all across the tabletop role-playing systems and different podcasts and channels and whatnot. So it's just so fun to get to meet people, to hang out with them, and to just have fun. Matt, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself as well?
Yeah, my name's Matt. I am the DM for 20 Sides. We are a fast-paced, story-driven, actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Our episodes are about 30 to 40 minutes each, so you're not going to have to take 3 hours to binge us every single week. You're able to, get an episode in on a car ride to work or a car ride home from work or as you're doing your dishes or something like that. We are coming up on 1 year, so we are at, I think, 45 weeks, and we put out one episode every single Monday, and so we are going strong. We have not missed a beat. We've edited all the way through 51, and I've got a bunch more content to edit, so we will definitely hit 52 straight weeks of our podcast. We just launched a Patreon a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, and that's going strong. So hop on over to it and subscribe if you haven't. And I'm looking forward to playing D&D Trivial Pursuit. I'm excited.
I am too. I honestly highly recommend both of their podcasts and their channels. It's great stuff. I listen to both their stuff while I'm at work, as I drive around quite a bit for work. So I listen to a lot of podcasts. Matt's an amazing DM. He's got a great cast. Love all the characters. They're well in depth, and it's just perfect for any audience. Derrick has some great guests on. I will say I think my favorite one is when you had Ron Ogden on from the Dungeon Run, because me and my wife really loved season 1 of the Dungeon Run immensely, and we love all those guys. They're just great people. So that was a very fun one to listen to.
Shout out to Ron.
We're going to be playing Dungeons & Dragons Trivial Pursuit. So since this is not a video format, unfortunately, audio only, we will say the different pieces. The game comes with different pieces from D&D lore, some classic monsters, mimics, beholders, demi-liches, owlbears, mind flare, and a gelatinous cube. Derrick has chosen the gelatinous cube. Matt has chosen the mind flare, and I am the owlbear. So just as a refresher for both everyone here and for anybody listening, Trivial Pursuit essentially is this. You answer a lot of trivia questions. In this case, a lot of Dungeons & Dragons lore, monsters, spells, the actual history in the real world of Dungeons & Dragons a bit. So we just answer questions, we move around the board a bit. I believe we start in the center, we work our way out, and then we eventually work our way back to the center. And once you answer a question, all the different kinds of questions in the center, you win the game.
How long have you been playing, Matt?
I have been playing since 2nd edition, but fair warning, I was like 7 years old at the time. So like I really wasn't playing D&D. I was like looking at pictures and we were fighting monsters and stuff like that, but I wasn't playing. I honestly didn't start playing until after college. We played 4th edition. We played 2nd edition for a while, but I don't really consider that like true D&D. But we started truly playing 4th edition and then transferred over into or transitioned into 5th edition.
All right. Well, I mean, as it goes, though, you're the one who's been playing the longest, I suppose.
Yeah.
We'll see how this goes.
Oh,
you might wipe the floor with us,
or it may look worse for me. I'll have to come on how not to DM and talk about how bad I was.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what happens. All right. Should we roll to see who goes first?
Yes, let's go ahead and roll real quick to see who goes first. I'll quickly read the actual rules here just for reiteration, and then we'll get started. Everybody roll for initiative. Got a 3.
Got a 5.
3 as well.
Usually I would just say who has the higher dex score, but probably have to re-roll that one.
Guess we have to see who can juggle.
6.
I got a 4. All right, so I believe it'll be Derrick first, then Matt, and then me. So, rules as written, D&D Trivial Pursuit. On your turn, you roll the dice and move the number of spaces indicated. You may move in any direction. If you land on a roll again, roll and move again. The player to your left reads aloud the question. In this case, I will simply be reading all the questions that matches the category you land on. If you answer correctly and you are not on a wedge space, take another turn. If you answer correctly and you are on a wedge space, you collect that color wedge and take another turn. If you already have that wedge, play continues as if it were not a wedge space. If you answer incorrectly, it's the next player's turn. To win, once you've collected all 6 wedges, roll and move to the center space. You must land on it exactly. The other players choose your final category. Answer the question correctly to win. If you answer incorrectly, you may try again on your next turn. You do not need to roll and move again once you are in the center.
So to get the wedge spaces, do we have to land on them?
It appears so, yes. And from what I can tell, there is one wedge space for each color.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we move out in any way we want to go. I can let you know what direction and what category it's for the wedge space because it leads directly to a wedge space. And then we just kind of, I think, go around the outer portion until we get the wedge pieces, and then we move back in.
You think they would have added a little bit more to it, huh? If I'm not mistaken, Hasbro is the one who makes Trivial Pursuit. So I feel like, they could have done some cool stuff with this. The pieces are cool.
Yeah, anyway. The pieces are cool. I think the game board looks kind of cool, honestly. Maybe they were just going to still having kind of a classy Trivial Pursuit look to it, maybe. Because you got to sell to people both that are into D&D and like trivia. So,
Yeah.
which it may or may not be that hard, depending. I know for me, when I Dungeon Master, I definitely am very much improv. I know how to find the answers. I don't have the answers memorized. So it'll be interesting for me as well to see what I've subconsciously picked up and stored in long-term memory.
Yeah, we may have to get to the point where it's like you get 15 seconds to Google it.
Yeah,
All right.
really. Just have to scrap the episode altogether because no one can get past the first question.
That's what I'm worried about. Parker was telling me it's hard.
It's like, how deep of the lore are they getting into?
We're going to find out.
That's right. Bring it on.
So let's see how we do. All right, Derek, you want to...
Do I get to head down any of the spokes, whichever one I choose?
So you have the category of magic and miscellany, history, monsters, Dungeons and Adventures, characters, and cosmology.
Okay, I'm going to take monsters then. I got a 1, so which color is the monsters? And I'll just head down and move to that one space that's monsters. Okay.
All right. So you're heading toward that one. You landed on yellow, which is history. All right, Derek, you ready?
Yeah.
In what year was the game Dungeons and Dragons originally published?
Okay. 1974.
That is correct. 1974.
Nice.
Okay. We may be able to do this, guys.
I mean,
I was going to guess 77, so some people may not be able to do it.
I knew next year was the 50th, so...
Oh, good call.
That is
Good
true.
call.
That's true. All right, go ahead and roll again.
Okay, I got a 4. We'll just keep heading down the spoke, I guess.
One space away from that monster wedge.
Okay.
You are on cosmology.
All right, here we go.
Which plane of existence spawns demons?
Demons are the chaotic ones. That's the abyss.
That is correct.
I'm double guessing myself in my head this whole time. I'm like, wait, which one is it? Right, demons. Yep. Okay.
When I first got this game and started looking at it, if I just got a really weird card that just had a lot of hard questions on it, or if that just really said how much knowledge I actually have.
It's okay. My luck is about to run out. Don't worry. Okay, I got a 3. So just take me either direction. I don't really care.
Either way, you land on a roll again. So.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Right, if I get a 2, then I can get back to the wedge. Yeah.
I don't see why not. Yeah, you'll be able to go any direction you want.
I got a 5. Will that land me on the yellow wedge?
That will land you on the yellow wedge.
All right, let's go. Little strategery here.
Real questions here. What company originally published Dungeons and Dragons?
Oh, okay. TSR.
DSR, Tactical Studios Rules. Yep. Got a yellow wedge, man.
Crushing it.
I'm feeling good. Again, my luck's about to change, though. I just know it. All right. I got a 3. Let's keep heading that direction.
Another cosmology.
This is the stuff I probably know the least about, to be honest.
Which of the outer planes consist of twin paradises? One a pastoral landscape and the other an untamed wilderness.
Ah, jeez. Yeah, I don't even... I have spent a total of 0 hours and 0 minutes on any other plane, playing and running games, so I haven't even had to learn this stuff. I know like one other plane. I'm going to say Elysium, but I know it's wrong.
It is Bitopia, also known as the twin paradises of Bitopia.
Bitopia, yes, of course.
Not a U, but a bi.
Yeah.
Not Tritopia.
Oh, all right. That's. I end my turn. That's all my bonus actions.
Hey, that's a pretty good action economy then.
All right, here we go. I rolled a 4. Take me down the blue path, I guess.
The characters?
Sure.
Monsters. The Deo is a type of genie associated with which element?
Let's go with Earth.
I actually know this one, and without looking, I want to say it is Earth. Yep, it is Earth.
25% chance.
I have a player that is playing as a water genasi, so I did read up on different genie and stuff like that.
All right, I got a 5. I guess take me to the left.
Monsters again. Starting to realize something.
They get harder? Or are they like...
Yeah, they are actually not pre-shuffled.
Is it another genie question?
It was another genie question, so...
Oh, good.
just
Good.
Oh.
Oh.
I had a 30% chance for that one.
Yeah, you did. All of us do now.
That's true.
Because as Derek was answering questions, I was like, these weren't this hard. Because I remember I drew a very random card. I didn't draw from the top, so I was like, oh, maybe I did draw a harder card. They're not mixed very well because they're pretty stiff, but these should be a little better.
I just got all the easy ones. Now I'm worried.
What do you call a stronger, more intelligent variant of a ghoul that sometimes commands a pack of ghouls?
A ghast?
It is a ghast.
Nice. Rolling again. 5. Go to the roll again. Go to your left. Yeah. 2.
No, perfect.
Yes. Give me that token.
Yeah, I figured we'll all want to get to the wedge pieces as quickly as possible. What is the alignment of those who can be counted on to do the right thing as expected by society?
Lawful good.
Lawful good.
Do I go again, or am I done now? So I got a wedge.
I believe you.
Keep on moving.
Yeah, keep going essentially until you get a wrong answer.
All right, I got a 4. So let's go. I guess go to the purple. So you're right.
Going for the cosmology.
Ooh, shouldn't have done this. Shouldn't have done
Eventually, one of us is going to have to get one of these right. So
yeah, that's true. We just go through 40 cards in a row.
Yeah, just find the easy card.
Yeah.
Which of the outer planes has 9 infernal layers, including Avernus, Dis, Mineros? Oh gosh, I can't even pronounce these.
What is it called? The Hells? Is that what it's called? The 9 layers of the Hells? That's what I'm going with.
9 Hells.
Yeah, there we go.
Also known as the 9 Hells of Baator. Yep.
Well, there's the only other one I know, so the Abyss.
I love the Abyss, though. I love the Abyss.
I think the second plane that I've played in the most, I was in a Descent into Avernus campaign. So that's the second plane that I've spent the most time in.
I got a 3.
Oh, nice.
1, 2.
Do you want that wedge piece over there?
Yeah. It's like getting a magic weapon.
No. Dungeons and Adventures.
+2.
Yeah.
This one's going to be hard, too.
Oh, interesting. What abominable snowmen serve as scouts for the frost giants in G2, the glacial rift of the frost giant Jarl?
Yeah, it's going to be like super specific, like this one published adventure from 20, 30 years ago.
Oh my gosh. I have no clue. I'm just going to say a Yeti. That's not even an abominable snowman. Like, what? What? I don't know. I have no clue. I'm either going to go with John, the abominable snowman, or a Yeti.
What I'd say.
Matt, do you have a luck stone? Because it says Yeti.
Oh. But here's the thing. Yetis aren't abominable snowmans at all. Or I guess snowmen. I said snowmans.
I would have said Yeti too. I don't know. It's just shot in the dark, really. Sweet, you got another piece.
Let's keep it moving. I got a 1. Ugh. So the goal is to get all the wedges?
Mm-hmm. And then make your way back to the center for a final question.
That we get to pick.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Everybody picks cosmology. I guess move me to the right. I rolled a 1.
Dude, okay. The evocation cantrip Sacred Flame deals what type of damage?
Radiant. Is that right?
Deals radiant damage.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say fire at first. 4. Keep moving that direction.
Roll again. I was about to say, Matt, I was hoping you would know that question since one of your players plays up
I know,
there.
For some reason, I wanted to say fire. I rolled a 2.
Oh, man. Yeah, you got that wedge again.
Let's go!
Ooh, okay. For monsters, everyone knows to avoid the maw of a purple worm, but what danger menaces those who stand behind it?
Oh, I have no clue. Poison damage? I don't even know. I have no clue. A claw? Well, I'll say poison damage.
A tail stinger. The tail stinger can make a melee weapon attack.
Gotcha. I did not know purple worms had a stinger.
I did not either.
Way when they're burrowing down, they sting you before they get all the way under.
Oh, gotcha. That'll be it for my turn.
To be fair, there are so many different monster stats, it's unreal. I got a 6.
That gets you to a wedge?
Yeah, I can have any wedge I want. Oh,
Pick an easy one. Or pick a hard one. I don't know. Up to you.
If you get the wedge question wrong, do you get the wedge?
no. Gotta get the wedge question right. I'm gonna go for characters.
Ooh, bold. We haven't tried one of these yet.
Matt has a wedge for characters.
Oh,
What was
really?
the question?
It was the lawful good answered.
Oh, about a character, not like a
Yeah.
specific name of a character.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, apparently it can be vague or very, very specific. Let's see. Before he became the Faerunian god of death, Telemorph was a human fighter cursed to sometimes transform into what animal?
Ugh.
I like how it went from basic alignment to very obscure random character
Right.
that I have not yet seen. Although, to be fair, I don't usually typically dive into adventure modules. I like the ones that are more lax, like more sandboxy, and like go from there. So I like using I like basing stuff out of just like the Eberron book or Sword Coast or
Like the setting campaign, the settings.
yeah, like more of a setting and then go from there.
All right, what's your guess?
I'm gonna say maybe like a wolf, maybe like a lycanthrope.
Good guess.
What I would have said.
Kind of close. It was panther.
I would have said raven, just because it seems like a death thing.
Very Raven Queen like.
Yeah, I would never have guessed panther. See, if it was a question about Drix, I do know Drix, and he has a panther.
Yeah.
It does. All right, here we go. We're looking for a 4 or a 6, so I can roll again, or a 2. Okay. 5. Of course. Yeah. So we'll just keep moving that way to that pink one.
Okay. Dungeons and Adventures. In the Isle of Dread, what charming amphibious folk guard the forbidden secret of Taboo Island? Oh,
Amphibious folk. Oh, shoot, what are they called? Bullywugs.
Oh, that's a good guess.
Kopru.
How do you spell that?
What is that?
Kopru.
Can you country of origin?
I don't
please.
think I've ever heard of that thing before.
I have not either. I'm tempted.
So what's funny is I remember the Isle of Dread book. It was a like a two or as a it may have been a first edition, but it was orange. The cover's orange and there's a big T-Rex on the front. My brother had it when I was little, but I do not remember that. At least I think I'm remembering it right.
According to Google, Kopru were a degenerated race of monstrous humanoid amphibians.
It doesn't sound very charming to me, but that's
No.
just me.
Mm-mm.
And
I feel like you would have gotten it right if he wouldn't have used the word charming.
I'm sure it was on the question. He's not just trying to throw us off the scent.
it almost sounds like sarcastic almost.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna keep moving forward too. And then if I get another 2, I'm going to back up to hop back on that wedge.
You got to roll again. So what'd you roll?
Oh, another 2.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, I'll go back. I'm going to go back.
Perfect. What system effect happens to a character that fails their save after hearing the drone of a chasme?
Frightened. That's a guess.
The character falls unconscious
Wow.
for 10 minutes unless damaged or splashed with holy water.
A chasme is a demon, right?
I want to say yes.
Oh, it's a fiend, large fiend.
Which could be a demon or
Yeah, it could be a devil or a demon. I think it's a demon. Continue on, sir.
All right. I feel like everybody's regretting me mixing up the cards. Oh, the 4. Ooh. You know what? I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. I'm going to go for cosmology here. Oh, perfect. In Eberron, which creatures left the ruins of their ancient civilization on the continent of Zendrick?
I don't know that.
I want to say giants.
You're just talking about Eberron. Here we go.
Yes, I got a question right.
Nice.
So glad that both the campaigns I'm in are in Eberron currently. I actually really like the Eberron setting a lot.
Go the other way, you could get a roll again.
Oh, I do get a roll again. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, take that wedge. It'll probably be something ridiculously hard question, though. How many numbered dungeon levels are represented on the map of Dave Megary's 1975 dungeon board game?
I'm sorry.
Oh. He said, I'm sorry.
I wasn't even alive.
Just think. I mean, think of the positives, though, of this question. There are infinite number of answers.
Whatever you say, it's going to sound good to us.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, it's a board game.
I'm going to say 3.
He's going to roll
3.
Nice.
Oh.
Definitely more than 3. It got to be more than 3.
It's 6.
Oh. Wow, that's way less than I thought it would be.
I could have rolled a 6. Oh.
It's tough.
I figured the dice knew just as well as I did, so.
I got a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Send me back to whence I came to that cosmology spot.
The islands of Alaron, Gwyneth, Moray, and Ruthven belong to what cluster of islands west of Faerun's Sword Coast?
The Dagger Islands. That's my guess.
Moonshay Islands. That was a good guess, though.
That was a great guess.
I might have made those up for my own game. I don't even know if they're canon or not. Dang it.
I rolled a 1.
Okay. More cosmology. Name the scattered chain of nearly 1,000 islands heavily populated by non-humans that stretch west of Faerun from Am to Tethri. Or Tether.
The Dagger Islands.
The Lanther Isles.
I don't think the Dagger Islands are real. I think that's from my own game. I think it's homebrew.
That's hilarious.
Well, if they actually are in Faerun, if we keep guessing island questions, somebody's going to get it right.
Should have studied the map.
I know, right? Should have studied a lot of things.
Yeah, that's true.
I have so many D&D books, and half of them I have not really cracked open fully yet.
Good to know cosmology includes geography, though. That's something.
That is interesting,
true.
yeah. So I'm going to go and do another cosmology. So I'm hoping for an easy one eventually. What city of Faerun, also called the Gem of the North, is the capital of the Silver Marches?
I've heard Gem of the North before.
I have too.
I've heard it too.
I think it's in Frostmaiden, isn't it?
It might be. I don't know the whole Faerun map. I just know the Sword Coast area. That's like the one area that I kind of know.
I mean, we're talking nicknames of towns.
yeah.
Though.
Okay, so one of them is called the Jewel of the North, and the other one is called the Gem.
It's the jewel that
Yes.
I know. I know the name of the Gem of the North, though. Like, when I Googled it, I was like, oh, yeah, I do know that town.
I want to say, like, it's going to be wrong. I want to say, like, Neverwinter, because I know that's up there.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say Neverwinter. That makes sense. It's Silvery Moon.
Yeah.
Or moons.
Yeah, I've heard of Silvery Moon.
And we got a 6. I'll take that roll again. Space. Oh, I got a 1. Alright, just move back 1 to the pink, and is that...
Which third-party module was the first pre-packaged adventure to be resold by TSR?
Resold. So, like, someone wrote it, and then they repackaged it and sold it. Is it Greyhawk?
Oh, that's a great guess.
That was a good guess.
Is that a Blackmore?
Palace of the Vampire Queen by Pete and Judy Kuriston.
I tried.
Y'all, this is getting tougher. It's getting tougher. That first round, I was like, oh, I'm good. Just setting us up for failure. Like a good DM. Here we go. 2.
You have either Cosmology or Magic and Miscellany.
I'll do magic and miscellany.
Hey, good news is that we're going to have a bunch of random information that we can throw at our players later.
True.
Which third level transmutation spell allows you to double the speed of a willing creature?
Haste.
Yep, haste.
Nice.
Had to think about that one.
Such a great spell.
It is a great spell. A 1.
Want to roll again?
All right. 5.
Ooh, perfectly on that yellow wedge.
Yes.
Or history.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is the subject that I'm like, this is probably the one that I'm the worst in.
Oh, great.
Who played the Wizard of the Wood in Dave Arneson's Blackmore campaign?
How do we go from the question lawful good is the answer to name a specific human being who played in someone else's campaign?
Is it? You said Blackmore?
Yep.
This was like before the game even existed. Wizard of the Wood.
Let's go with Gary Gygax.
Great guess.
Pete Gaylord.
I don't even know that person. Never heard of him.
I've never heard of
him either.
That's fake. That's fake.
That's so specific. What percentage of people know that information, you know? Like, even what percentage of people who play D&D know that information?
Oh, it's got to be like, what, 0.1? If that?
Well, good news, Derek, is that you already got the yellow wedge.
Did. So, I got the easiest one. That's right. What year did it get published?
Yeah, you did. What has bones and is a monster?
All of them? Most of them?
Yes.
Everything but gelatin, jellies? I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Not orange wedge. What creature is a flightless, feathered humanoid that can mimic the sound of anything that it hears?
I know that one.
Oh, it is a Kenku. Yeah.
Well done.
Honestly, I got at least one wedge in this, so I'm honestly happy.
We can always shorten the number of wedges.
We could.
We may have to, or like 4 a.m. rolls around and we're all like, all right, one more try, guys.
Start doing multiple choice.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess I will choose cosmology. What is the name of the vast ocean that extends thousands of miles and separates the western coast of Faerun from the continent of Mastica? That is one that I should know the answer to.
Oh, sorry, Ed Greenwood.
Yeah, really.
You know what? I don't even have a guess. I don't remember what it's called.
I don't even know the names of all the oceans in the world I created.
Oh, I would not have guessed this.
geez.
It's the trackless sea.
Yeah, there's no way. I would have
Yeah.
said something stupid like the Sea of Stars. I don't know.
I feel like when it comes to Faerun, if you're not playing along the Sword Coast, then you're like the half percentage of D&D players that has left the Sword Coast area.
Yeah.
All right. We're looking for a 3, 4,
3.
or a 6. All right, I got a 6. Let's go to the purple wedge.
All right, going for that cosmology. It's a very popular topic as of recently.
Yeah.
Is the grain of sand on the Sword Coast?
This might be doable.
Oh, don't tell me that.
In the Forgotten Realms, what are halflings' own name for their people?
I have no idea.
The Hin.
The hen? Hen?
Hin. The Hin.
When was oh my god, when does one learn that? All right, I got a 2.
2. All right. You got to roll again here.
All right. A 3.
You can have another roll again if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll do that. A 5. I think that puts me back on the yellow, right?
Put you back on the yellow.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. Let's do that.
What 1972 hexagonal board game produced by Avalon Hill did the original D&D rules recommend using for overworld adventures?
I knew this at one time.
I have no earthly clue.
The rules.
I wouldn't even know how to
The
guess.
rules that told you to buy this to play.
I don't know.
Travel.
I don't know.
Outdoor survival. Interesting.
Very generic name, by the way.
It is. I regret the shuffle more and more as we progress.
So do I.
Can't have it too easy, right? Where do I want to go? All right, let's get this over with. I'm going for that yellow wedge as well. Oh, who was the first editor of Dragon magazine?
Editor.
I have a couple guesses, but
I don't even know when it started publishing.
You know what we ought to do after this question is everyone is we go with advantage now.
Honestly.
You get 2 questions.
Honestly.
It's like,
yeah.
We'll make it terrible.
and you get to pick one of the ones to guess.
That's fair. I'm going to say...
If you know this, I'll be so impressed.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I can't remember his last name, but it's Dave something. Nope. Tim Cast. Interesting.
Drew Carey.
Might as well be.
Throwing
Hey,
yeah.
he contributed. He's now in the Trivial Pursuit. So
Okay, so we're looking for a 2 or a 5 to get us a roll again here. Got a 1. Just move me to your left.
all right. For the monsters, and we will do advantage.
Yes, please.
All right. Your questions are... Oh, yeah, okay. The pseudo-dragon typically resembles a miniature version of which type of dragon? Or
Oh, okay.
what damage type is dealt by a shadow dragon's breath attack?
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I think I know the second one better, but I'd say necrotic, but the first one I would probably guess a red dragon if I had to venture a guess. I'm going with the second one first. So if I got that wrong, then it is what it is, but
All right.
I think you. Yeah.
You got both right, actually.
cool.
The
Nice.
red dragon, they usually typically have a reddish-brown scale. And it's necrotic damage.
I rolled a 1, so let's move on to that purple wedge and take another crack at this. The advantage.
Right.
Here we go.
Standard.
That was a good call. Well done, Matt. I appreciate that.
You know, anything to help the players out.
That's just being a good DM right there.
Rule of cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
The land of Kashalar in the Gultan region of Faerun is renowned for what beverage? Or, in Faerun, what is the name of the desert, also known as the Great Sand Sea, that marks the location of the ancient fallen kingdom of Netheril?
I don't know either of these. Ale is a guess on the first one, but I know it's going to be some specific thing.
It is wine.
Oh wow, so generic.
And for the second answer, it is... I'm going to butcher the pronunciation. Enarok?
I would have had no shot.
I always
All right, here we go.
joke with
A 5.
I always joke with my friends that I'm the worst English major ever because I cannot pronounce anything to save my life.
English is a stupid language, so
That's why people have to study it.
I'm gonna go to the roll again,
Nice.
and then I got a 2.
Ooh.
So go to the green.
Ooh, there you go. All right, we're good.
Okay, with advantage. Here we go. I got this.
At least
I
we're
got
getting the
this.
wedges here.
Yeah.
Name one of the 2 creatures that can automatically succeed in escaping from the maze spell. Or, what is the special benefit of wearing adamantian armor?
Oh, I know the second one. You can't be crit.
nice.
Give me that wedge.
Critical hits against you become normal hits. Yep.
Nice.
Yes.
The
Or the
first
other
one
one?
was a Minotaur one of them?
A Minotaur was one.
Oh, good call. Good
The
call.
second one was a Gorostro demon.
Oh, Garistro,
Oh, yeah. Because that also comes from Baphomet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. I'll take my green wedge, and I rolled a 5.
Got 3? You got 3? Ooh.
Yep, he's got 3.
Move me to your toward the yellow because I don't have a yellow one yet,
Mhm.
right? And that'll put me on roll again. I rolled a 5.
Yep.
All right. So come on, 2 or 3. 5. I guess move me past the yellow 3. I don't know what that'll give me. I can't see the board.
Dungeons and Adventures.
In 1947, Gary Gygax had an original thought. What was it?
Oh wow. Okay, I
That's
think
not
we
a good
just
That's not a good sound.
I think we came back to the better cards here.
Ooh.
This is going to be great. In the D series of D&D adventure modules, what does the D stand for? Or in the G series of D&D adventure modules, what does the G stand for?
Oh, jeez.
What? A G or a D? A D as in
Yep.
dog?
Or a G as in goat?
I'm gonna say the D stands for difficult.
The D stands for drow.
Oh,
And
I
the
would have
G
said
stands
Dungeons
for
and or
giant.
Dragons, so both would have been wrong.
That's what I was going to guess too. I was like, oh, it's probably like Dungeons or Dragons or...
Was the
and
G
then-
Giants?
Yeah, G was giant. Then I reread the question. I was like, oh, wait a minute. It might not be that. So.
Yeah. That makes sense.
All right.
Still hard.
Why does okay? I'm gonna go with cosmology again. Hope my advantage. What city floats above the spire in the center of the Outlands, ruled by the Lady of Pain? Or what is the term for extra-dimensional spaces of varying size and origin, such as those created by spells or folds in reality? I'm gonna try the second one. I'm gonna say dimension? Kind of close. Demiplanes. And Sigil, also called the City of Doors.
Ah, jeez.
Okay, I
Planescape.
think
Never touched Planescape.
yeah. Sigil, where's? Try to remember. That sounds familiar.
It's like the main city in Planescape.
Okay.
It's a whole setting.
All right. Oh, that was my turn.
4 or 5. Here we go. 5. Nice. Roll again. I don't have the blue one yet, so I either want a 2 or a 5 again. Ah, got a 2. Okay, let's go blue. Here we go.
Nice.
Come on. Big one that I can guess.
All right, here we go. What is the alignment of those who act with arbitrary violence, spurred by their greed, hatred, or bloodlust? Or who among the following is not an elf? Durlax, Caramon, Meth, or Porthios?
I'm going to say the first one is chaotic evil.
Chaotic evil is the first one, yep.
Yes.
We'll have chosen that question. The other one, it was Caramon.
We know there's 7 more alignment questions floating around.
Yep.
Yeah.
They may have been used up by other questions. That's the other problem. Okay, here we go. I got a 4. So let's go back the way I came to that pink one. Yeah.
All right. What 1983 module pioneered the use of isometric perspective dungeon maps? Or
isometric dungeon maps?
The adventure Curse of Strahd is based on what 1983 D&D adventure?
I know that one.
Ooh. Curse of Strahd is based on a different adventure. 1983. I know I've heard this before. Curse of Strahd. It doesn't have Strahd.
I'll say this: don't overthink it.
Doesn't have Strahd in the
name.
Something about Barovia, like Adventures in Barovia, Journey to Barovia. That's my guess.
What if I told you
it was just like Ravenloft?
Here, I'll give you a hint. They both have the same answer.
Both? What?
Yeah. They really do.
Each of these cards have the same answer?
So it's 2 different questions, but they both have the same answer to them.
Oh, I didn't know the first one either, so...
Wait, what was the other question?
Something about...
What 1983 module pioneered the use of isometric perspective dungeon maps? And the adventure Curse of Strahd is based on what 1983 D&D adventure?
I don't know.
16 Ravenloft.
Yeah.
Oh, it was called Ravenloft.
Yeah.
Upper Rovia.
Yep.
Oh, I knew that.
I was gonna say Castle Ravenloft, but yeah.
So I feel like I've
Honestly,
heard
I
people
would have
refer to
taken
it as
either of
that.
those answers. It's got Ravenloft in them. So
Yeah.
here, I'm gonna.
All right. I rolled a 4.
Okay. So you want that orange wedge?
Yeah. That's
So
available.
I'm gonna do this because that was really kind of weird that it had the exact same. I'm gonna take one from the top and one from the middle. Try that. Okay. How many legs does a displacer beast have? Or which creature, as typically encountered, poses the greatest challenge? Wereboar, werebear, or were-tiger?
Oh.
I think I know the second one.
Oh man. All right, so I think I'm gonna go with the second one, where tiger, and I think a displacer beast has 6 legs.
The displacer beast has 6. It also has 2 tentacles that uses to
Yeah.
attack. So the second one was actually the werebear. And here's the thing, though, because I was thinking more alignment, but the game is thinking more challenge rating, and so it went with werebear. So
I thought it was Rare Tiger as well, because I
wrong.
feel like that was the last one in the monster manual, but maybe it is Bear.
wasn't the
Yeah.
were-tiger the more like
got a
neutral
bow.
or evil? I thought it was like or am I thinking? Unless I'm thinking of. No, I'm thinking more.
A Rakshasa?
Yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking. Actually, see that Eberron's coming back here. All right, you got a orange wedge. So
Are we giving
yeah,
that to me?
I'm giving it
'Cause
to
I guess
you.
both of them. Okay, all
I
right.
I
all
will
right.
say that if we can answer either question, it's good.
We're good.
So
Make it even
yeah,
easier.
so
All right, I rolled a 6.
all right.
So I guess head to the whichever wedges I don't have.
Okay. So you got characters.
Oh
So
god,
to
here we go.
remind people, Matt has 4 wedges for monsters, characters, Dungeons and Adventures, and Magic and Miscellany. I have 1 wedge with monsters, and Derrick has a wedge in history and a wedge in characters. So,
Struggling.
all right. What did you? All right, characters. How many heads does Tiamat, the dragon goddess, have? Or in Dragonlance, who is the evil wizard who, before encountering Raistlin, had long used the Bloodstone pendant to extend his lifespan?
Oh man, I know Tiamat's 5 because it's 1 for each of the chromatic. I can't remember the name of the character though. I don't know number 2.
So Tiamat does have 5 heads, each for one of the types of chromatic dragons. And the second one is Fistendontalus.
Okay, definitely wouldn't have got that one. We're gonna keep it moving though, and I got a
I'm
3.
just struggling to pronounce. All right.
Yeah.
You can do roll again or answer a question. I'm guessing roll again.
Let's roll.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fair.
6.
Would you like Magic and Miscellany or Dungeons and Adventures?
Which wedges do I not have?
You do not have Cosmology, which the Dungeons and Adventures would get you a little closer to that wedge.
Let's do that, I guess.
All right.
In 4th grade, Gary Gygax drew a map. What did he title it?
See, honestly though, if that was Tolkien instead of Gary Gygax, I'd actually would feel more confident answering that kind of question. Because my Tolkien shelf is just as big as my TTRPG shelf. So,
Nice.
all right. So let's see. John Carpenter's 1982 film The Thing inspired which 5th edition D&D adventure, or which Ray Bradbury novel inspired the carnival-themed D&D adventure The Wild Beyond the Witchlight? I know the second one.
Okay, definitely don't know
I
the
know the
second one.
second
At
one.
least the first one I can guess. The Thing. Man, I remember Chris Perkins talking about this.
Really?
Yes, but I can't remember which one it was.
It's a good movie, but I have no idea. I have a guess on the second one, but because I only know one book that he wrote.
The Thing, I think it was one of the more recent ones. I'm gonna say can't remember the title of it. It's the heist one. I don't think that's right though, but that's gonna be my guess. Which one is that? Baldur's Gate?
So The Thing
Something.
inspired Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden.
Okay.
The second one, I'm just gonna take a stab at it just because this involves literature and I'm an English major, so I actually feel like my degree I'm trying to get is useful here. I'm gonna guess Something Wicked This Way Comes, and I was correct. Dang.
Nice.
No, Bradbury wrote that.
Yep, I saw the movie. That was really creepy. But I like a couple of his stuff. I liked the story of that one. I also liked Fahrenheit 451. I also read part of the Martian Chronicles. So, all right. So let's see. It's my turn. Come on. Wow, rolling high. Okay, I'm gonna do the roll again.
Yeah, that ought to be enough.
All right. Cosmology. Let's round 2. Giving myself advantage. Oh, hold on. Mix it up a little bit. Yep. What is the name of the huge body of water that connects the east and west of Faerun, sometimes called the Inner Sea? Why do I keep getting ocean questions? On which plane of existence do the Gazeri dwell? Oh. I know the second one. I gotta think for a second, just to make sure. Where did the I know this one, but which plane did the Gith dwell? I keep wanting to say Astral Sea, but that's not. I don't think that's right.
You could guess though.
That is a good guess. That's a really good guess.
I can't remember the exact. Why am I spacing on the name? I sometimes get it confused with the Astral Sea. Like it's kind of similar, but it's not. It's the Oh, it's very like nebulous. Ah, I may just have to guess Astral Sea because I can't. It's one of those questions where I'm gonna kick myself. I should know it. Okay, I'm just gonna say Astral Sea. Oh, I was wrong on all accounts. All right, it's Limbo. They use their mental powers to create habitable sanctuaries within the plane's chaotic elements. And the second one was the Sea of Fallen Stars. I would not have quite got that one.
All right, 1, 2, or 3. Here we go. We got a 2. So let's go to the roll again. 2 to that side. Now we want a 2, a 3, or a 5. Got a 4, of course. 1, 2. Oh, I can still hit that other roll again with a 4, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4 on the other side of you. 6. I can't do anything with. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's 6. Dang it. Sure. Still between 2 that are. Yeah, I guess. I don't have the green yet, do I?
Nope, you don't have the green, but you also don't.
All right, let's
have
go the other way then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, to the pink one just on the other side of the green. Yeah.
What famous muscle-bound actor appeared on the front covers of the D&D Adventure module coded CB1 and CB2? Or
Okay.
what treatise on the abyss and its denizens written by Igwilf first appears in season 4 of the S4 season 4 of the Lost Caverns of Tiskanoth?
I mean, Jean-Claude Van Damme for the first one, and the second one I have no earthly idea.
Yes! What an answer.
Man, I keep getting skunked on these. I haven't answered one correct in like 4 rounds.
The Demonomicon of Igwilf.
I probably should have guessed that. But...
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Man, should have.
That's what I was gonna guess, but I was like, "There's no way."
That's what I was thinking too. That's why I went more obscure, not obscure, but more obscure. All right.
My last question I tried answering, I was thinking the Githyanki, and they are from the astral plane because that's what this card says.
Yeah, they're 2 sides of one race, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and I got them confused.
I got a 2.
Do you want character or Dungeons and Adventures? In the computer game Planescape Torment, the character Nordum Whistlekilt is what kind of creature, though of atypical alignment?
Woof.
Or, in Dragonlance, what is the name of the elderly gold dragon who often accompanied Fizban the Fabulous?